guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Kian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different because I'm gonna react to the Grammy nominations list. Just so you know, I don't really care about the Grammys. I don't think they really represent music today. I mean quality in music today. I don't think it's something that we should take too seriously, but I think it's a good representation of what is popular at the moment, and I think also it's a good way to look back at the year that just flew by. 2018 has been a great year for music. We've had a lot of really good releases. It's one of the first years since 2016. Well, I mean, since 2016, there's only been 2017, but it has been a great year for music, and I've had a lot of fun with all the music that I've listened to this year. A lot of very great albums. I think also a lot of artists from the early 2000s that came back and blew expectations, also some new artists. And I'm starting to make no sense at all, so I'm gonna jump straight into the Grammy nomination list. I'm not gonna react to all of the categories because there are way too many. I'm gonna focus on pop, on rock, alternative, R&B and rap, and finally I'll do the general field. Also, I didn't really have the time to do predictions, but for certain categories I actually did, which is kind of weird, but I guess I'm just like that. So let's start with the pop categories. The first category is Best Pop Solo Performance, and I have no predictions for this one. Colors by Beck. I like Beck. I don't think I've listened to his last album, so I don't know about this song. Havana Live by Camila Cabello. Alright, I like Havana. Havana Live, we all know it's because the Grammys slept on Havana last year because it wasn't popular, so they just decided to put it in this category, but well, I do like this song, so I'm not gonna complain too much. God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. Joan, Where Do You Think You're Going by Lady Gaga. I really like the song Joan. I don't know if that's the same song that was on the album or not, but this was a beautiful song. And Better Now by Post Malone. Oh yeah, actually Post Malone I think is only in the pop category this year, not in the rap categories. Alright, so my prediction for this category, Best Pop Solo Performance, I think... I have no idea actually. Beck might win because he won Album of the Year when Beyonce was nominated, so he could easily win because the Grammys seem to love him a lot. I have no idea actually. This is gonna be a great video if at the first category I already have no idea of who might win this. I'll put my money on God is a Woman because I think Ariana Grande is a very talented vocalist and probably the strongest out of the 5. The next category is Best Pop Duo or Group Performance. The first nominee is Fall in Line by Christina Aguilera featuring Demi Lovato. I'm extremely surprised and really happy about this. I didn't think Christina Aguilera would get Grammy love, but well, apparently she's nominated in one category, so I hope she will be nominated in more than a few categories because I really love the album Liberation. There's a reaction video of that on my YouTube channel. It actually was one of my first reaction videos, so check it out. I'm really happy because this is a great performance, and I didn't think she would get nominated, so good. Don't Go Breaking My Heart by the Backstreet Boys. I didn't even know the Backstreet Boys still made music, and I'm pretty sure this is a cover of a song. I don't know about it, so I can't say anything. It's Wonderful by Tony Bennett and Diana Krall. Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. This is not really a surprise. Girls Like You by Maroon 5 and Cardi B. I'm a bit surprised because I thought there was a best sung-rapped collaboration category. Say Something by Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton, and The Middle by Zedd and Maren Morrison Gray. You know what, I think the winner will be Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper because they're gonna win an Academy Award probably for this track, so I feel like they are probably gonna win this. But I'll put my money on Fall in Line just because Christina Aguilera and Demi Lovato are great vocalists, and to me this is by far the best performance out of all of the nominees. The next category is Best Pop Vocal Album. So the nominees are Camila by Camila Cabello, which is a good pop album. I've really enjoyed it. Meaning of Life by Kelly Clarkson. I haven't listened to it. Sweetener by Ariana Grande. I've reacted to this album. I think it's a nice pop album. It's not a best, but it was good. Shawn Mendes by Shawn Mendes, I haven't listened to this album. Beautiful Trauma by Pink, I haven't listened to this album. And Reputation by Taylor Swift, I have listened to this album. I am not a huge Taylor Swift fan, but I'm not surprised that she is nominated. So to me the clear winner will be Ariana Grande. That's who I'm putting my money on. Even though I really enjoyed Camila by Camila Cabello. I just don't think it was as impressive as Sweetener production-wise. However, I do think Reputation by Taylor Swift is gonna win. Alright, now let's react to the rock categories. I'm probably not gonna know a lot of albums in there. I'm just curious to know who's nominated in the rock categories and alternative categories. Alright, Best Rock Performance, 4 out of 5 by Arctic Monkeys, When Bad Does Good by Chris Cornell, Made in America by The Fever 333 or 333, Highway Tune by Greta Van Fleet, and Uncomfortable by Hellstorm. Most of these songs I don't know, and surprisingly, I'll put my money on Arctic Monkeys because I like Arctic Monkeys, even though the album I wasn't crazy about, but I like the band. However, I do think Greta Van Fleet is gonna win because they have been very, very popular in the last few months, and I do think the Grammys will want to make them win something. Best Rock Song, Black Smoke by Greta Van Fleet, Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots, Mantra by Bring Me the Horizon, Mass Seduction by St. Vincent. I'm really happy. I didn't think she would get nominated for Best Rock Song, however. Rats by Ghost. Well, I'll put my money on Mass Seduction because it's the only song that I know out of the 5, and also I love St. Vincent. Her latest album was incredible. The album of the same name. I hope it gets nominated for Best Rock Album. Good luck to the rest of the people in this category. I do think Greta Van Fleet is gonna win this one too, or 21 Pilots. I don't think St. Vincent really stand a shot here. Best Rock Album, Rainy of Fog by Alice in Chains, Mania by Fall Out Boys, Prequel by Ghost, From the Fires by Greta Van Fleet, and Pacific Daydream by Weezer. Unfortunately, St. Vincent isn't nominated for Best Rock Album, maybe in the alternative category. I haven't listened to any of these albums. Fall Out Boy, I used to listen when I was in middle school, so maybe good luck to them. I don't know, honestly, I think Greta Van Fleet is gonna win this one too. Like, the Grammys like to give all of the awards to the same person in each category. I guess, good luck to you, Greta Van Fleet. The alternative category now, there's only one, it's Best Alternative Music Album, and the nominees are Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino by Arctic Monkeys, Colors by Beck, Utopia by Björk, American Utopia by David Byrne, and Mass Seduction by St. Vincent. My money is on Mass Seduction because I love this album. I don't think she's gonna win though. I have no idea who's gonna win this one, probably Beck. I don't think Björk really stands a chance, sorry. I really like Björk, but I don't think the Grammys will want to give the award to her. I don't actually know if she has won a lot of Grammys or not. Maybe Arctic Monkeys are gonna win this one because they're really popular. I didn't think their album was their best ever. It was nice, I didn't really go back to it. I think Beck or Arctic Monkeys are gonna win this one. Now, the categories that I've been waiting for, and I'll probably know the songs and the albums this time around, the R&B categories. Actually, I have a few predictions for this one. Best R&B Performance, I don't have any predictions, but the nominees are Long As I Live by Toni Braxton, Summer by The Carters, beautiful song, the best song on the album in my opinion. Why Oh Why by Lala Hathaway, Best Part by Her featuring Daniel Caesar, and First Begin by PJ Morton. I don't know all of the songs, I don't know the song by PJ Morton and Lala Hathaway, but at the rest of the songs I'm really happy to see Summer nominated, also Long As I Live. I haven't listened to Toni Braxton's album yet, but I thought this track was nice. It kind of felt like a throwback, but at the same time it was very current. She sounded great on it. It was a nice little jam. And Best Part is just such a beautiful song, and I think her and Daniel Caesar are gonna win this one because this is just how good the song is. So I'll put my money on them, and I really do think they'll win. Now, Best R&B Song, the nominees are Boot Up by LMA, this is not a surprise at all, Come Through and Chill by Miguel and J. Cole, and Salam Remy. I'm really happy about that one. Feels Like Summer by Childish Gambino, not surprising at all. Focus by Her. Her is getting a lot of love, this is nice. And Long As I Live by Toni Braxton, and she's also getting a lot of love. It's nice. Who's gonna win in this category? I think the front runners are LMA and Childish Gambino, mostly because they are the most popular artists at the moment from all of these nominees. Also, Childish Gambino, I think, got a lot of love last year in the R&B categories, so I think they'll give it to him. I'll put my money in Miguel because I'm a huge Miguel fan and I really like Come True and Chill, but actually out of all the nominees, I think all deserve to win. It's how good are all of these songs, and that's why I like the R&B categories, because I love all of the songs, so I really don't mind who will win. Best Urban Contemporary Album. I actually have some predictions for this category. I thought that Miguel could get nominated because War and Leisure was such a good album. I also think Her is gonna get some love because she has been huge this year in the R&B world and she really deserves all of the success. I think Her is like the CZ of this year. Last year CZ was nominated in 5 categories and I think Her is going to be nominated in all of the categories this year. There are 2 albums that I really would like to see get nominated, but I don't think they will. Is Isolation by Kali Uchis, my favorite album of the year probably. The other one is the latest album by Blood Orange, right there. Just because I think Blood Orange is long overdue for a Grammy nomination. Devonte Hines is an incredible producer and his latest album was really beautiful and it deserves to be nominated. And the nominees are Everything Is Love by The Carters, not that surprising. The Kids Are Alright by Chloe and Ali. Great surprise, it was a very nice album. I didn't think they'd get nominated, I haven't even thought of them. It was a really nice debut album, so they deserve to get nominated. Chris Dave and then Drumheads by Chris Dave and then Drumheads. I don't know who Chris Dave is, sorry. War and Leisure by Miguel, great. And Ventrilo. There are actually 2 albums that I don't know and I'm gonna listen to because I really want to know how good it is. But I do think the winner will be, well, the winners will be the Carters because they're the most popular out of the bunch. But I put my money on Miguel because Miguel really deserved to win something. And the last category is Best R&B Album. I also have a few predictions. My predictions were I've Mine by The Internet because it was such a great album, like a little masterpiece of an album really. Toni Braxton, I haven't listened to her album, but I don't know why I think she deserves to get the love because she's a legend. And if Long As I Lived already got so much love, I'm pretty sure she's gonna get nominated in this category. And finally Georgia Smith because she was big this year and the album was really nice. And the nominees are Sex and Cigarettes by Toni Braxton, Good Thing by Leon Bridges. I should have known better, I should have put it in my predictions. I love this album. Honestly by Lala Otawe, Her by Her, and Gumbo Unplugged Live by PJ Merton. There are 2 albums that I haven't listened to it. I forgot Her released something because it was actually an EP that she released and she turned it into an album, which was great. And Good Thing is such a great album, so I'm really happy about that. I think Her is gonna win this one. I do think Leon Bridges really stand a chance. And I'll put my money on him just because his album was so good. Her might win because she's that good, but I'm really disappointed that the Grammys snubbed The Internet because this album was way too good. But maybe it actually was way too good for the Grammys, you know, and not the rap categories. We'll start with Best Rap Performance, Be Careful by Cardi B, Nice for What by Drake, King's Dead by Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, Future and James Blake, Bubbling by Anderson .Paak. Whoa, I'm surprised, but great for him, this was such a good song. And Sicko Mode by Travis Scott, Drake, Big Oak and Sway Lee. I think Drake or Cardi B are gonna win this one, or maybe Sicko Mode because it was such a huge hit and Drake is featured on it, so maybe they'll give it to them. I do think the ones that deserve it the most are Anderson .Paak, but because Bubbling is such a good song. If you haven't heard it, please go listen to it. And Anderson .Paak is also not only a good rapper, but he's also a great singer and a great musician, a very talented drummer. So I really think it deserves a lot of praise and it deserves to win. And I think King's Dead was just also a really good song and such a strong performance from all of the rappers, Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock and Future. Also J-Rock released one of the best rap album of the year. So These two should really win, but I don't think they will. Actually, the Grammys love Kendrick Lamar, so maybe Kendrick Lamar is gonna win this one. Oh yeah, he should win this one. This video is kind of a mess, isn't it? Alright, Best Rap Song Performance. Like I Do by Christina Aguilera featuring Goldlink. I'm surprised but really happy. This was one of the best songs on the album. Pretty Little Fears by Black featuring J. Cole. Another very good song. Black is a singer-rapper that I really like. And J. Cole's verse on Pretty Little Fears is just one of his best ever, I think. This Is America by Childish Gambino. I didn't think it would get nominated in Best Rap Song Performance, but it does have some parts where Childish Gambino sings. So yeah, I'm pretty sure This Is America is also going to be nominated in all of the general field categories. Other Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, not a surprise, not a great song, and Rockstar by Post Malone and 21 Savage. I actually like this song, like it's one of my favorite by Post Malone, but I don't know, it just seems so old that I forgot that it was even in the running. But okay, who's gonna win? This Is America by Childish Gambino for sure. I also think Kendrick Lamar and SZA really stand a chance here, and I would be really happy about it because I love All the Stars, and it would also mean that SZA finally wins a Grammy, even though it doesn't prove anything. Just a reminder. I really would like to see Black and J. Cole or Christina Aguilera and Goldlink win this one, even though I don't think they will at all, but those were some of my favorite songs of the year. So good luck to all the nominees. I actually love all of the songs, so I'm pretty happy about those nominations. Now, Best Rap Song. God's Plan by Drake, King's Dead by Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock feature and James Blake, Lucky You by Eminem featuring Joyner Lucas, Sicko Mode by Travis Scott, Drake, Big Hawk and Sway Lee, and Win by J-Rock. Oh, I'm so happy Win is nominated. And you know, a song called Win deserves to win a Grammy, right? To me, J-Rock released one of the best albums of the year with Redemption. I'm really happy to see him get some Grammy love. He's nominated twice in this category, so it's pretty cool. I think the person who will win will be Drake, probably, or maybe Kendrick. For Best Rap Album, I actually have some predictions. I think Cardi B and Drake are gonna be nominated. I also think Eminem is gonna get nominated for one of the albums he released this year, just simply because the Grammys love Eminem. Travis Scott really stands a chance here because his album was so big. And I think the Black Panther soundtrack might get nominated also, even though it wasn't a rap album per se. Why do I think those will be the nominees? Is because the Grammys don't know shit about hip-hop, and they usually just give the nominations and the awards to what is white or popular. So that's why I think Eminem, Drake and Cardi B are gonna get nominated. To me, other possibilities in this category include Mac Miller with Swimming, J. Cole with KOD, Kanye West, because the Grammys love him, Nas with Nasir, which to me was one of the best rap album of the year, so I really would love to see Nas getting some Grammy love. Pusha T and Lil Wayne. And the nominees are Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B, Swimming by Mac Miller, Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle, quite surprised, but okay, Daytona by Pusha T, and Astro by Travis Scott. So Drake didn't get nominated and Eminem didn't get nominated. I'm quite surprised. I'm actually very pleased with these nominations because it shows really different side of hip-hop at the moment. And yeah, I think it's actually kind of a good list. Alright, right before we jump straight into the general field categories, I'd like just to react to Producer of the Year. And the nominees are Boy Wonder, who produced songs for Drake, for example. He also worked a lot with Snow Allegra. I love her album. I really like Boy Wonder, so I think it deserves to be there. Larry Klein, who produced songs for people I actually don't know. Linda Perry, who we know for songs such as Beautiful by Christina Aguilera, a lot of songs by Pink. This year I don't know actually what she produced, but congratulations to her. Kanye West, I'm not that surprised because he had such a good year. He produced an album for Pusha T, for Nas, for Teyana Taylor. He produced 2 albums for himself. And say what you want about Kanye West, even though I am not a fan anymore of the person. As a producer this year, he really did a great job, so I wouldn't be surprised if he actually wins. And finally, Pharrell Williams, which isn't surprising because he produced a lot of things this year and I think he's pretty much nominated each year. Who's gonna win? Actually, I think Kanye West is gonna win, but Pharrell Williams could win too. And now the categories that everyone has been waiting for, and everyone is gonna get so mad over it, the general field categories. I actually don't have a lot of predictions for these categories because for Record of the Year and Song of the Year, I'm surprised each year by the nominees. I only have predictions for Album of the Year. But we'll start with Record of the Year. If you don't know the difference between Record of the Year and Song of the Year, Record of the Year is given to an artist for the production and the performance on the track, and Song of the Year focuses on songwriting. So, the nominees are I Like It by Cardi B, Bad Bunny and J Balvin, The Joke by Brandi Carlile, I don't know who is Brandi Carlile, This Is America by Childish Gambino, not a surprise, God's Plan by Drake, not a surprise, Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, not a surprise, All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, kind of a surprise but a good one, Rockstar by Post Malone and 21 Savage, kind of a surprise, and The Middle by Zedd, Maren Morris and Grey. I think I'll put my money on This Is America because this song received so much claim and it really is a fascinating and very good song. I'd love to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA win for All the Stars because I really like the song, and it also would mean that Kendrick Lamar finally wins a General Field Award at the Grammys, and also that SZA wins a Grammy. So the next category is Album of the Year. So as I told you, I have predictions for this category. I think Cardi B is going to be nominated for Invasion of Privacy. Also, I think Drake is gonna get nominated, especially since he didn't get nominated in the rap categories. Post Malone also is gonna get some love. The soundtrack to A Star Is Born to me is a strong contender here. I think other possibilities include the soundtrack to Black Panther because Kendrick Lamar did such a great job. Maybe Travis Scott, but if Kendrick, Cardi B, Drake and Post Malone gets nominated, I think the Grammys will want to nominate other genre of music, not just hip-hop. And I have two wishes. Actually I have a lot of wishes. I think a lot of albums should get nominated, but I think there are two albums that I've really loved this year that really stand a chance at getting nominated for Album of the Year. The first one is Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe. I think it was such a great pop R&B album, but I'm actually surprised that she didn't get love in other categories. I really thought Janelle Monáe was a lock for the R&B categories, but she didn't get nominated there, so I think she won't get nominated in this category. And the other album that I really think deserves to get nominated is quite a surprise because it's a country album and I don't listen to country, but it's Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. To my surprise, it was one of my favorite albums of the year. I've always kind of loved Casey Musgraves, but this album really was such a beautiful piece of music, such a beautiful work, and the songwriting on it was incredible. And the nominees for Album of the Year are Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B, By the Way, I Forgive You by Brandi Carlile, still don't know who you are, but congratulations to you, Scorpion by Drake, Her by Her, great surprise, that's really a great surprise, Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone, Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves, and the Black Panther soundtrack. Whoa, my predictions were actually good, I'm quite surprised. But I didn't know they would nominate 8 albums. I'll put my money on Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves because she really deserves to win. Janelle Monáe also really deserves to win. These two albums need to win, but I doubt that they will. But to my surprise, I will really root for Casey Musgraves. I will root for a country album because it's that good. I'm actually not sure who's gonna win Album of the Year here because usually the Grammys like to give the award to the most popular album out of the bunch, except when it's Beyonce. So I think Cardi B, Drake and Post Malone really stand a chance there because they're just so huge. But, and I don't want people to, get mad over what I'm gonna say, but I don't think these albums are that good. Like, they got nominated, congratulations to them. They're nice albums, but I don't think they're good enough to win Album of the Year. I also think Kendrick and the Black Panther soundtrack really stand a chance there because there are so many great artists on it, and it was a very good album, and I think Kendrick is long overdue for an Album of the Year award. We'll see, maybe Casey Musgraves is gonna win, you know. One year they gave an award to Beck, so I think at this point anything is possible. For all I know, Brandy Carlisle is probably the front runner here. Song of the Year. The nominees are All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Boot Up by Ella Mai, God's Plan by Drake, In My Blood by Shawn Mendes, The Joke by Brandy Carlisle, The Middle by Zedd, Maren Morris and Grey, Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, and This Is America by Childish Gambino. Sorry, I was going to say by Donald Glover, but it's the same person, so it's fine. Once again, I don't know who's going to win. I think my money is on This Is America because this was such a huge and great song, but Shallow has gotten a lot of love as of late, so Lady Gaga might win, and it's also co-written by Mark Ronson, and Mark Ronson is such a great producer and songwriter, so I wouldn't mind them getting this award. And finally, the cursed categories, Best New Artist. The nominees are Chloe and Ali, congratulations to them, they really deserve it. Luke Combs, Greta Van Fleet, Her, congratulations to you. Dua Lipa, I'm actually surprised, but congratulations to her. Margot Price, Bibi Rexha, and Georgia Smith. Congratulations to Georgia Smith. I think the person who's gonna win this one is Bibi Rexha because she's the most popular out of the bunch, and this is a cursed category, as I've said before, and I'm probably gonna get killed for saying this, but yeah, I think you get the idea behind my thinking. So this is it for the mess. That was my reaction to the Grammy nomination list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Overall, I'm quite happy with those nominations. The general field categories I don't really care about most of the time, except Album of the Year. But a lot of artists that I really love got nominated. I think to me the biggest snubs were Kali Uchis, even though she's not that big, and I understand why the Grammys didn't go with her. She was nominated last year in 2 categories, I think, as a featured artist, and Isolation was such a great album. I definitely think she should have gotten nominated for something. Another snub is Janelle Monáe to me. I really thought she would get more nominations in the R&B categories. Another snub is Nas. I think Nas really made a great album and should have at least gotten nominated in Best Rap Album. But overall, I'm quite surprised and satisfied with these nominations. If you have any reactions about those Grammy nominations, an artist that you think got nominated and really deserved to, or maybe a snub, please share them with me. Especially snubs, it will probably give me ideas to what I should listen to next and what I should react to. I'll be looking forward to your reactions. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time, but in the meantime, take care, guys.